We have breaking new details on a frightening incident in Sarpy County from today. Investigators say a man stabbed someone who broke into his apartment this morning. It happened around 5 o'clock this morning. Investigators say a resident of Bear Creek Apartments, that's at 144th and Harrison, witnessed a disturbance between a man and a woman out in the parking lot. He called 911 and verbally intervened, trying to stop the disturbance. That is when the man involved in the disturbance allegedly entered the building and broke into the 911 caller's apartment. The 911 caller picked up a knife and stabbed the intruder as he tried to get him to leave. Once first responders arrived, the intruder went to the hospital to be treated for his stab wound. We are told he is expected to survive.